Hello everyone! In this comparison, I'll test 3 steamers from different brands and prices to see if the most expensive works best. Or if something cheaper works just as well. It's been a while since I made videos like this, and many of you have asked for it, so I hope you enjoy it. The first model I'm going to check out with you is the Proline. It cost me 19.99 euros, so 20 euros. Let's round up. It's basically the same. It has 1,400 watts of power. Next, I'll test the steam one, which cost me just a little less than 45 euros, so 44.99 euros. There you go, it's the same thing. And this one has a power of 1,600 watts. As we've already seen in other videos, power doesn't always correlate with efficiency. Some products use less energy and still deliver better results. We'll end with the ProStyle Care from Kalor, available for about 169 euros and offering 1,800 watts of power. Of course, there are even more expensive models, but they have the particularity of not only being steamers, they also have ironing features. And obviously, I really wanted to stick to just one category. To avoid mixing things up, I'm going to test the steamers one by one and compare their effectiveness. I bought 3 identical t-shirts, so they're made of the same fabric from the same collection. I put them in the washing machine, and now they're all wrinkled. The only difference between them is obviously the color, which will help us tell them apart. That way we can see the different results at the end of the video. We'll start with the most affordable one, which is the Proline. It's the cheapest one I could find on the price comparison site, thanks to the category and price filters. So let's open it up and see what's inside and what it looks like. First impressions matter, especially for quality. The device is here and it feels solid and weighty. As you can see, it's relatively compact and it's even folded up. We can unfold it like this. There's a button on the side and then it looks kind of like a hairdryer. Given its size, I think it's great, and being foldable makes it very convenient. Especially if you're traveling, since that's often the case when you want to take a steamer with you. On the front, here are the holes where the steam will obviously come out. On the back, there's the tank, which doesn't seem huge to me, but it will probably do the job for unscrewing it. It's simple. Just turn it like this to access the small rubber part for pouring in water. And then, as for the buttons, it's very simple. There's just one in the front that simply lets you operate the device. And the plug for its part is quite standard, knowing that it also comes with a small brush that you can clip on and which can be, well, quite practical. So it's supposed to let us smooth out fabrics without an ironing board. It has a 140 ml tank. The heating time is said to be 30 seconds and it's supposed to have continuous steam with 20 grams per minute. Alright, let's try it on the yellow t-shirt and see how it works. To fill it, just lift the tab and pour water into the tank. Of course, there's a minimum and maximum level, and all that's left is to close it back up. I put it back on the steamer and we're ready to go. I put the t-shirt on a hanger and set it here. It's usually well lit, so you can easily see all the wrinkles and notice any differences. Yes, of course, the steamer is working, the timer is running. We'll see if it heats up and if it starts working. After 30 seconds, we at least get a small indicator light on top. At this point, that's pretty reassuring. We're already at 20 seconds 30. Okay, is it coming out? Yes, it seems powerful. I'm surprised. I didn't expect that, and it sprays far. The startup time is as advertised. Now I just need to get the wrinkles out of the t-shirt. I'm getting ready, but not overdoing it. So it's strange because here I feel like the flow is weaker. If I get too close, obviously it leaves little watermarks, which is what we're trying to avoid. It's not the most effective, let's be honest. The result isn't as good as ironing, but there's still a visible difference. I'm halfway through my tank and still have more to do. I'll try the brush and see if it changes anything. Clipping it on helps stretch the fabric. I should have done this from the start. It would have been easier. It's actually pretty good. Okay, so it took me a little over 5 minutes to get a decent result. I only did one side. Once again, it has to be said, but honestly, you can't say it doesn't work. You just have to take your time and be patient. As for water spots, honestly, there weren't that many. It dries pretty quickly. It doesn't splash much, so that's actually a good thing. Checklist. Shorten sentences while keeping meaning. Preserve proper names and locations. Maintain original speaker's voice. Ensure grammatical correctness. Only shorten, no content addition. Shorten text. The handling is honestly very pleasant, so I have no complaints. It's also great to have the brush accessory, which is super practical. Now, let's try the higher end model, Steam One. I think it's the top brand in this field. They have many models, each with various price differences. I paid about 45 euros for this, which matches the average price of other popular steamers, making it a good comparison point. Okay, so let's get started with the unboxing of the Steam One. Alright, first of all, in terms of packaging, we're dealing with something a bit more high-end. Oh, wow. The device is beautiful and has a futuristic design. It's currently my favorite. This one claims to eliminate 99.99% of germs, bacteria, and viruses. That's probably true for the others too. Since the principle is steam, it's gentle on fibers and won't burn the fabric. To be quick, sew ready in 35 seconds, we'll see about that, to be effective with continuous and powerful steam. And it's also supposed to be ultra compact, which in itself is pretty true. You can't fold it, but it doesn't seem to take up that much space. And regarding the output, compared to the first model, we're supposedly at 28 grams or 25, I don't know. It's very strange. If you look on this side, it says 25, and on the other side, it says 28. So I guess the box is for two different models, and in this case, I have the one that's supposed to be more efficient. Okay, I'm going to try it on the purple t-shirt and fill up the steam one. Here we go. Underneath, there's a little rubber cap that you just have to remove, and then you add the water. There you go. The tank fills up quickly, and then you just have to close it again. So here we go. I'm going to hang up my purple t-shirt. Once again, I'll repeat, it's exactly the same model as the first one, so it's the same. I'll time how long it takes before we can use it like this. They say you need to press the device against the fabric. I'll test the yellow t-shirt on the other side to see the result and stay objective. Although I tried using the brush in the second part, it wasn't possible. The timer is running, so we'll see how long it takes to start. It wasn't going to work since there's a power button on the back, so I'll start over. The TAC timer has a double safety feature, which is a good point. There wasn't that on the first model, and now indeed we have the LED lighting up, so we'll see. In terms of weight, this one is relatively light, at least for a steamer. Then again, you might say the water tank isn't very big either. We're at 20 seconds and it's still not hot. 30 seconds, still not good. 35, is it coming out? It took 40 seconds, but that's fine. All that's left is to press it onto the t-shirt, so I'm doing that now. Wow, it's even more effective than the first model, but maybe I didn't use it correctly before, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Here, it's really effective. In just a few seconds, it's going to be ready. I think you can see it. It works really well. Okay, so here, in just over 2 minutes, I managed to get a decent result. Honestly, it's great and really effective. It doesn't leave a lot of little water spots. There were a few, but it's not really a problem. It'll dry quickly, so I approve, to be objective. I'll try again on the back of the yellow t-shirt with the first device, but this time I'll stick it on. It works well. I messed up the first time. There you go. I have to say it too. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm not a wrinkle removing product. It works pretty well. All the creases disappear. Luckily, the instructions were on the second device. Honestly, I don't always read manuals, and I'm sure I'm not alone. Don't act like you read them all. I know that's not true when using it, but it's still cool. Both are approved. Now let's see how the third one, which is supposed to be amazing, performs. Let's see if we can smooth our clothes in seconds, if it heats up as claimed, if the stand is good, and so on. Honestly, the one I have here isn't made for that and is still quite limited in height. Lastly, I have the most expensive and well-known option here, as it's from Kalor. It features a vertical board for easier clothes steaming. I bought it for 162 euros, but the price history shows the price finder. There are still quite a few price fluctuations, so if you want to make this kind of purchase, don't hesitate to take a look at the price charts. That will help you avoid making bad deals, because as you know, there are still quite a few fake promotions on the internet. If you're not in a hurry to buy, use the reminder function to get notified of price drops. Okay, there's more to unpack here since we have both the steamer and the included board. In terms of performance and features, we have an extra large head, which is supposed to have a steam output of 35 grams per minute. So it's actually more powerful than the other two, and we have a triangular shape that's supposed to be more efficient. Honestly, I feel like that's just marketing. I don't really see how that's going to make a difference. It heats up in 45 seconds, making it slower than the other two models. With a removable 1.3 liter tank, there's no comparison here. That's really a lot more than the others. And of course, we also get the kind of hanger that comes with it to help us steam clothes more easily. Whereas with the others, if you don't already have a board you can set upright, you still have to figure something out. We usually hang our t-shirts on a hanger and put them on a door or something, which isn't always convenient. I'll open this up to see what's inside. Here we have the bar, I suppose, which will allow us to adjust the size of our board. The steamer itself, which really reminds me of an alien and whose quality isn't exceptional. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the plastic is already damaged. It doesn't look like it's the best quality. And then, of course, we have the tank that goes with it. Well, honestly, the tank is pretty nice. It's part of their collection. They have other models that use the same colors, and I'm going to set up the stand. I don't know what you think, but the hanger itself looks like it's really good quality. Well, it's plastic, but it's really thick and it's not going to break overnight. So what do we have in this fabric? I guess it's the canvas. Well, here, once again, it looks like it's good quality, and actually, in terms of surface area, there's plenty to work with. I guess this gets attached right here. We just slot in our hanger. Obviously, the height is adjustable, and we set it up like this. If I lower it correctly, I can stretch my fabric well. That's good. We have support for steaming clothes. The water tank is here, so I'll fill it. So basically, it's not too complicated. You can unscrew here and then you have the filling hole, so you'll be able to steam. Our last t-shirt, the red one, and I forgot to mention, Jay forgot to mention it, but we also have some accessories. Here we have a glove that I suppose will allow us to protect our hands. It's true that it's common to burn yourself with the steam, so that's a good point. We don't always think to wear gloves when using this kind of product. Here we have a brush that I suppose is meant to catch hair and so on. I'll let you confirm that for me because honestly I don't really use one regularly. We have a steamer stand and a brush identical to the cheapest model we tested. And also an accessory that will allow us to prevent the steamer from coming into direct contact with the fabrics and possibly damaging them. Now all that's left is to try it out. I'm going to put it back in place. Okay, so that's good. I've set everything up. As you can see, there's a kind of small hook that lets us hang our hanger. The fabric is the perfect size. The t-shirt stops just before it, and there's support at the top. For the steamer, which honestly is pretty handy, it lets you set it down pretty quickly, and actually, I hadn't noticed that before. But we also have buttons that let us adjust the power directly on it, knowing that we have light indicators just below. And also an anti-scale option, which can be pretty useful, especially for this kind of tool that works, as you know, with tap water. Let's go. I'll turn it on and we'll see how long it takes to heat up. It's on now and the button is blinking. When it stops blinking, it's probably ready. You can hear it boiling, but there's no action button, so I'm not sure how to start it. Okay, it doesn't seem very powerful, even at the maximum, and we've been waiting over a minute. Lowering it would probably make it even weaker. Yeah, okay, there's less, so I'll put it back to maximum. There you go, it's pretty simple to adjust. All right, let's go. So, it's kind of like an iron, and honestly, it's really effective. What's that noise? It sounds like a ball is inside the machine. It's dripping repeatedly, and the handle is extremely hot. I should put on the glove. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, it's burning hot, so I've paused it. I'm going to put on the famous glove they gave because it's super hot. Alright, we're back. I can use the glove, but it's not practical since everything is still super hot. On the other hand, a positive point, the fabric in the back is really super practical when it's stretched tight. Right now it's working really well, and honestly, I have to say it really does remove wrinkles. So, the device is effective. I can feel the heat through the glove, which doesn't reassure me. In terms of safety, it's dangerous. I didn't have this issue with the other two, and as you can see, I still have some water spots. It's effective. How long did it take? 2 minutes 48 seconds. I had to take breaks to put on the glove, but we still got a good result. It works well, but it's too hot and goes through the glove. Oh man. I'm asking for outside input, or at least a second opinion, to prove I'm not making this up. Touch the handle. Oh, that's not normal. I get why they included one since the device can't be used without it. If you lose the glove, you could use a kitchen one, but it's not ideal. You'd almost need two. One for the t-shirt and one for the device. The stand is great, but I think the device has a design flaw. So, if there are any representatives from Kalor passing by, don't hesitate to let us know. Why this choice for the product? Why isn't it insulated? Personally, I don't think it's great. It really puts me off, and honestly, it stresses me out. So here are the different results. So this is with the Proline, knowing that I only did the upper back with the right technique, but honestly, it was effective. Here we have the steam one. Very effective here. Honestly, nothing to complain about. At the same time, I used it the right way from the start. And here is the last result with the steamer from the brand Kalor, which really lives up to its name. It's time for the review. It started to rain. There you go. So listen, that's the day. I hope you like it. Personally, I love it. It relaxes me. Honestly, if I had to make a personal ranking, I would put the steam one as number one. It's lighter, has a better design, and is very effective. The only downside is it lacks accessories, but that's not a big issue. The Proline comes second, knowing that for its price, it's also very good, so it's really not far behind. And I would put the Kalor in third place because the fact that it's burning hot puts me off, that's all. I just know I'm going to have accidents with it. Yes, it's effective, but not much better than the others. There's little difference. It also heats up slower, though it does have a bigger water tank. You can't take it everywhere or pack it in your suitcase, so it has pros and cons. Kalor, let me know if you release a new version, but for now, I don't think this one is finished yet. It's a shame because the stand was very good and the idea was interesting. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video.